Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends, issue number 10. Welcome to Chicago, or as I like to call it, that issue where the Turtles get drunk at a strip club and then team up with Savage Dragon. And no, I'm not lying, they literally go to the strip club and get drunk. So, yeah, we pretty much start off where the last issue ended. Sorry for the bird noise. My neighbor has not chickens, but he has some kind of bird that, there he goes, likes to crow all the time. But yeah, we kind of start off where the last issue ended, where they're still looking for Splinter, and Donatello shows up in his cyborg body. You know what this reminds me of now? It reminds me of the CGI Ninja Turtles final season. They did I think it was a 3-episode arc where Raphael is basically it's like in the Mad Max world, and Raphael is Mad Max, and he's under the impression that Leo and Mike are dead, and Donatello, basically his body was destroyed and his mind was like uploaded into a robot body, kind of like this. Only this one is he's a cyborg. He still has parts of his turtle body, but it kind of got some hate. But I actually dug that arc just because of how like dark it was. Like they had like a moment where basically Casey Jones he's dead, and Raphael keeps his skull around, and he basically has like a bomb implanted in Casey Jones's skull. So he keeps the skull of his dead friend while riding around with his robot brother because his brother's body is destroyed. I don't know. I kind of like that. And like I liked the early 2000 Turtles cartoons that actually had a lot of input from Mirage, and you can tell because it was a lot more serious and darker. And then the CGI, I don't know if the CGI is dark, but I mean that arc was. So if the rest of the season is somewhat similar to that, that'd be kind of cool. And then now you get the Rise of the Turtles, which is just basically a slice of life with the Ninja Turtles. I don't know. I'm not really too big a fan of it. But yeah, basically, Donatello shows up. He kind of scares Leo, and then they build a new, where is it? They build like a new hover car because the one that they have basically got stripped for parts. So yeah, here's Savage Dragon. I'll say this: I have no idea who Savage Dragon is. I mean, I get that it's a long running series, and is it supposed to be like, is it edgy? I don't know if it's supposed to be like Edgelord series. I know like currently it is. I do remember seeing like, it was like they did one where they basically just ripped on Trump throughout the whole issue, and it was just really poorly written. It was just like terrible. Like if you thought like Marvel was pretty bad with ham-fisting politics and propaganda into it, apparently the Savage Dragon stuff was really fucking terrible. But I don't really have any knowledge of him, and I don't care to read it. Like, I don't know, and just even from here, like the character just doesn't interest me whatsoever. And I don't know, maybe is it Edgelord? Is it not? I don't mind that kind of stuff. I mean, I read all of the Bomb Queen series. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but I mean, basically, she spends all her time banging and blowing shit up. There's literally a mini series where she claims to have Barack Obama's baby inside her stomach, and then it's really a bomb that's gonna be used to blow up I think it was like a presidential debate or something. It was gonna be used to blow up some kind of event. Like that was literally a mini series. So like I'm not like a stranger to like, you know, edgelord stuff, but just like, you know, wackiness. But I don't know, Savage Dragon just didn't interest me whatsoever. But yeah, basically Mike and Raphael show up because they hear that there's basically vampire attacks in Chicago, and they think, okay, maybe it might have something to do with Splinter, because Splinter is currently a giant bat, even though in the last issue he did get shot with the serum, but they're not sure if he's like transformed back into a human yet or not. So they decide to go check it out, and it turns out to not be that. It turns out to be some other kind of vampire that's on the loose. So then, yeah, there we go. They decide to go to a strip club where Raphael gets drunk and starts a bar fight. Yes, the turtles. Well, Mike and Raphael go to the strip club. Well, it's more like Raphael kind of goes to the strip club. I think Mike is there briefly, but then he leaves to hook up with this girl. I don't know who this is supposed to be. I mean, she just says, I want to watch cartoons. I can make Pop-Tarts. And he's like, sounds great. I don't know if this is like some kind of code and they're really going to bang, or if they're just actually going to watch cartoons and eat Pop-Tarts. Either way, sounds like a great evening. Who doesn't like watching cartoons and eating Pop-Tarts? I'm going to skip some more pages. I guess this will be the final page I'll show because I don't want to reveal everything. But yeah, while Mike is possibly having sex or just eating Pop-Tarts and Raphael is getting drunk at a strip club, Leo and Donatello basically arrive at the city where they help out Savage Dragon, who's like in this fight with these Cyberface. I don't know. I already maybe these are like Savage Dragon characters. I don't really know. Can I show more? I don't want to show the next page, but basically they get information about who the vampire possibly is. It's basically some dude who got sent into space with a bunch of other criminals. I don't know why you would send a bunch of criminals into space, but they send a bunch of criminals into space. I guess they were like guinea pigs. And NASA lost contact with them, but apparently now they might possibly be back, or at least one of them is back. And he has like these powers that he's using to go after the people who threw his ass in prison. And that's how it ends. So, interesting. Very interesting issue. Again, don't know or care for Savage Dragon in that whole universe, so a lot of these characters, I don't know who the hell they are. But it is interesting to just see where this series is going, and I don't know, I kind of chuckled at the fact that Raphael is at a strip club getting drunk. I don't know, that's not really something I was expecting out of a Turtles comic. I know, like, the original Turtles comic was actually pretty dark. I have read some of it. I never got a chance to finish it all. But, yeah, I mean, the very first issue has them blowing up Shredder with a grenade. So, they're not opposed to killing people. In fact, I think it was in this one, they literally said that they were going to go kill someone. I can't remember where it was at. But, yeah, I guess I just wasn't expecting, strip clubs and stuff like that. I don't know. Just turtles and sex don't really seem to go together. But, yeah, that was issue number 10. And then we have, like, previews, I guess, for other stuff, other issues. For a moment, I thought that said Anita Blake. Amber Blake, never heard of that. Punk's Not Dead. How was Punk's Not Dead? I've seen some of it. It looked, I don't know. It didn't really look all that interesting, to be honest with you. Dungeons and Dragons, kind of, maybe somewhat interested, but just that artwork kind of is putting me off. That dude does look like Spike, though, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It looks like a blue skinned version of Spike. We got Rick and Morty Dungeons and Dragons. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero Yearbook. Interesting. This, I'll say, looks pretty cool, though. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Shredder in Hell. That sounds pretty awesome. I see this all the time. this ad, this ad, and this ad. I have no idea how they are though. And then Sierra Morte. What a terrible series. But yeah, that's Turtles Urban Legends, issue number 10. Feels like it's been a while since I reviewed this. I don't know. I like it somewhat. I mean, it's not, doesn't really stack up compared to the previous stuff in the series, but then again, I think that's just because this is more of like a setup. Didn't really get a lot of fighting. I kind of just enjoyed it just for some of its weirdness. I mean, just the whole strip club, getting drunk, having bar fights, Mike possibly hooking up with a booty call. It's weird. But yeah, I still enjoy the series. One of the few series I've actually enjoyed. I don't know if anyone has any series that they recommend, please, for the love of God, let me know. Anything that you haven't seen me review before, just let me know. Hell, maybe even something that like is not currently ongoing. Just hopefully something that I can easily find. But I mean, obviously, if there's something ongoing, I much prefer that, just so I can, because I will be honest with you guys, my passion for comics is dying once again. I guess quick story. I used to be a huge comic book fan as a kid. I gave up on it pretty much when I was around 11. I basically switched over to manga. I did read the occasional comics here and there. Like I would read the occasional Hack Slash or the occasional Hellblazer or something. But it wasn't. It was more like I would read like one comic every half year or something. Like it was basically pretty much that hobby was dead. And then Injustice 2 actually got me interested in picking up a comic. Basically, like I got interested in the Flash mythos, and then I realized that DC was basically doing Rebirth, so they were restarting their whole series. So I was like, all right, that's like the perfect time to jump back in. So I did, and then from there, I branched off to other series, and it was great. Like I enjoy reading comics and stuff, but now it's just like I went from being basically I used to be a huge Marvel fan. And then when I came back, obviously I was a DC fan because Marvel was just garbage. And now DC is kind of following in the same footsteps as Marvel. And DC is just becoming just absolutely unreadable at times. And trying to find random gems, like in the indies is really freaking hard. I mean, trying to find a good series in the indies is harder than trying to find a good series in, Marvel or DC. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to find something good. I mean, there have been occasional stuff. Red Sonja is actually pretty damn good so far. And for anyone wondering, she did get her armor back. She's now wearing her classic armor in the second issue. And like her character is good. The story is good. I like the pacing. I might do a review on that. That's actually a good series so far. I mean, it's only 2 issues, but good first 2 issues. But I don't know. Other than that, like I have Hellchild coming out in 2 weeks. So I mean that's like a new series. But I think there's another Zine Scope. Hanson Gretel. I was trying to remember what the hell her name was. Gretel coming out this week. Well, actually, by the time this gets uploaded, it would have already came out. So I might do that, but I'm struggling here. Like I'm at the point now where I'm just like reviewing the same series over and over again. Obviously, new issues, but it's just the same handful of series because there's nothing good. So if you guys have anything, please let me know. Otherwise, I don't know. I might have to do what I don't want to do and just start picking up crap comics and just roasting them. But I kind of want this channel to just be more positive. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below. Share this with your friends and family. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll catch you guys next time. Later.